I'm actually shocked. Like, it breaks my heart to think, sorry.
It's all right, take your time.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you. My name's Bethan Kershaw and you might know me from Geordie show on MTV. I'm here with It's Gone Viral talking about mental health.
Bethan, what does mental health mean to you?
Mental health means to me, it's the psychological and emotional well-being of yourself, isn't it?
Brilliant, okay. And we're really, we've had a chat and it'd be really great to kind of delve into how you've been feeling let's talk about lockdown. 2020 was a really challenging year for a lot of people.
To be honest, during lockdown I did have a really bad time. I feel like it was probably the lowest I've ever been with my mental health. Like, I've always, struggled with my mental health. I've struggled to understand like what my thoughts are, what my feelings and stuff are. But like lockdown, I hit a all-time low. I was really unwell during lockdown. And the thing is as well, like, you wouldn't have really been able to tell because I didn't really post anything about it as such. When I was really, really poorly, I only started to post about it on social media when I was a little bit more, when I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. Does that make sense?
Before that light appeared, tell us how you were feeling and what did that look like on a daily basis?
I remember just waking up on the morning and just thinking, like, I don't want to be here. Like, what's the purpose of me actually being here? Like, I didn't have any interests. I lost myself. Like, I just didn't have any interests whatsoever. I woke up every morning and I just thought to myself, like, I don't want to be alive. Like, that was literally my normal thought process. I don't want to be alive.
When you were in that place, how did that feel internally, not being able to trust anything about yourself?
I just deteriorated. Like, I then was relying on other people to make decisions for me because, I would say, like, say for instance, I went to my best friend, oh, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. What should I do? And they would be like, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I used to be like, but I can't, I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to do that. I'm literally by myself. I'm not strong enough to do it. Do you know what I mean?
How does it feel now to hear yourself say, I'm not strong enough?
Honestly, right, I'm actually shocked. Like, it breaks me heart to think, sorry.
It's all right, take your time.
It just really, like, it really hurts us knowing that I was going through that, and that's how my thought process was. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I'm in disbelief that that's how I was. And I didn't realise at the time, I didn't realise how poorly I was. Like, it was just a normal thing. Waking up every day, crying, thinking, oh, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be. It was like routine. It was normal. And then now, when I look back, I just think, wow. Like, I can't believe how strong I am to have went through that. And now I just know, I know what to do now. I know how to make myself feel better. I know what to do. I know that speaking to people is, you get your emotions out and you unravel all the emotion and unravel everything that's going on within your mind and stuff. But honestly, it's really painful, like, looking back, because I was just so broke.
And what's going on for you right now? You're obviously upset. What's going on inside? How are you feeling?
It's just painful to, like, think about that. But now it's almost like a relief because I can say, you know what, fucking hell, I went through that.
When you're having a bad day, what's the thought process you go through around what emotion you're feeling?
Well, I certainly don't beat myself down for having a bad day anymore. So if I have like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days where I just feel a bit crap, especially as women as well, all these hormones that go through the bod, I don't beat myself up for it. And you know what? I turn around, like, if I don't want to work, I'll be like, my mental health's more important than anything that goes on around us. It's more important than money, it's more important than work, it's more important than socialising, it's more important than saying, cancelling on your friend. It's more important. Like, my mental health now is my biggest and only priority in life, because without your mental health, well, what you got?
For somebody watching this that's having a really tough time, they're kind of going, how does that even happen? What was your experience of that journey?
To be honest, it didn't come easily. Like, I didn't shift my mindset easily. It wasn't like, oh, 1 minute I'm sad, the next minute I'm not. I'm still working on myself now. I work on myself every single day. There's not a day that goes by where I don't like try and work on myself and try and make myself a better person. You need to have self-discipline, I think. I think self-discipline really played a big part in me mindset, like, shift.
What is going on in your life right now that maybe even 6 months ago you wouldn't have even been able to visualise, imagine?
So now, obviously, I've got my own apartment, and I know it's, all right, you're not going to laugh, but I've actually, I feel like this is quite an accomplishment for me, because this is the first time I've ever moved out by myself. But like, I've set me like water rates and that up, and my council tax. And that's like such an achievement, because I never knew how to do that. And now I just feel like I'm in such a positive energy. I'm in my own little bubble now, and it's like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And sometimes I have my bad days, but I know how to get myself out of it.
I'm just taking that on. That's brilliant. Well done. So what does mental health look like in the future for you?
Mental health, I don't really know. What do you mean?
So as you, obviously you've got big plans ahead of you.
Yeah.
Now you know what your triggers are. Mm-hmm. How are you going to watch out for new stuff that is going to come along?
Obviously, like in life, you can't stop life from happening. For me, situations that happen to us is how I respond. So now I focus on how I respond to any problems that occur. What I do now is that, like, I just surrender to the universe and I go, you know what, right? Like, for instance, today, I had a 45-minute delay on my train. I was sat on the train for 45 minutes and I could have had a flap out. I could have been like, oh my God, I'm 45 minutes late. Is the interview gonna run? Am I gonna be nervous? Am I gonna be apologetic? But then now I'm just like, it happens. Things like that happen, and you know what? When something comes into your life, when a problem comes into your life, let it come, just deal with it, then let it go. And I think that's how I'm gonna like go forward in life now. I'm not gonna let anything like deteriorate the mental health the way that I have in the past, because I can see them triggers now. Do you know what I mean?
If you had to write a letter to your younger self, what would it say?
Right, okay. I feel so bad for her because she was really having a bad time, So the letter I would say is, you do not realise how strong you're actually being. You do not realise your potential. You are the kindest soul. You are so funny, and people are going to learn a lot from you. And I feel like you're going to help a lot of people in the future.
Based on your experience, and as you've just said there in your letter to your younger self, you feel like you're going to help people. How do you want to help your followers moving forward with their mental health challenges?
So what I'm currently doing at the minute is I'm actually in the process of basically getting coached on how to speak more openly on my Instagram, and more confidently about me mental health, and what my triggers were, how to handle them, this. So I'm getting coached, so hopefully that works and I'll be more like a mental health advocate. That's what I feel like I want to be.
The world we live in, constantly people are comparing themselves through social media and TV. How has your journey in that changed for you? How has that impacted your self-image, your body image, your confidence?
I think when I was in a really bad state of mind, I always used to compare myself to everyone, because obviously Instagram and all these social media platforms is where you go on to there to celebrate your wins. You don't really go on to there to show because not a lot of people are comfortable doing that. You don't really go on Instagram and post yourself crying because you've just had a breakup. Like, you don't really do that. So when I was going through a really bad time, when all these people were happy, I was just like, well, why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? Why have I not got what they've got? And I was always looking outwards. and looking like why have they got this, why have I not got that, instead of looking inwards. Like it never crossed my mind to actually turn it round onto me. It was always like looking at it through this one, looking at it through that one. So the thing is, so after obviously feeling really bad, like I changed my mindset to then turn it in back onto me. And comparison is the thief of joy. It will take your joy away from you, because you know, when you compare your life and stuff, it means that you're not grateful for what you've got. And that's what I started to do. I started to be a bit more grateful for the tiny little things that I had. And then over time, I reconstructed the neurons in my brain to be like, right, well, you need to be grateful, because then the more grateful you are, the more blessings that actually land on your lap.
If you've been affected by anything that you've heard in this series, there are people that you can talk to. See the top comment for the relevant organisations that you can reach out to.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi, my name's Eric Snowstreet.
Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Journey.
I'm James McAvoy.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm Rebel Wilson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm going to be translating some Scottish tweets for It's Gone Viral.
On It's Gone Viral.
Ooh, on It's Gone Viral.